Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner. Unfiltered commentary. And that's your truth, the real truth. Please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for your support. Hi, folks. Welcome back. I'm just delighted. It's the next morning. I'm pretty tired. I stayed up late to do an episode on Youngkin. And I love this already. Twitter roasts MSNBC for election night meltdown. At the end of this, I'm going to show you a couple of short clips and maybe some commentary on it. When 5-year-olds don't get their way, this is what happened. It's amazing to me. It's Nicole Wallace. What a piece of crap she is. And I'm trying to be kind, actually. Claims critical race theory isn't real, but it's moving suburban voters to GOP. And then she complains about how they lost 15 points. You'll see her later. A common theme emerged on social media Tuesday night as Virginia Republican gubernatorial candidate Glenn Youngkin took a clear advantage over Democrat Terry McAuliffe. MSNBC hosts had public meltdowns that made for must-see TV among conservatives. Rachel Maddow, Joy Reid, and Nicole Wallace. Oh, my God. Those three. Joy Reid could be the craziest person. I don't say craziest woman. Craziest person on mainstream media today. She's nuts. I think she really has mental issues. That's just my opinion. Nicole Wallace, I can't figure out what happened to her. It's just an old neocon that, she said that Youngkin once flew the insurrection flag. I'm assuming she means the Gadsden flag. I have a Gadsden flag. I used to fly in my front of my store all the time. I'm not a racist. I'm not an insurrectionist. They get to hijack all the cultural things and make it what they want to make of them and say anybody uses them now is this or that. It's absolute nonsense. They make up the rules? No, sorry. They had a hard time holding back their feelings, and Twitter noticed. The Liberal host spent much of the night making excuses and blaming Youngkin's success on backlash to critical race theory, which they claim doesn't exist. The outspoken right-leaning crowd that typically wouldn't dare admit to watching the far-left network couldn't help themselves on election night. MSNBC is currently going through the 7 stages of grief, an endless loop in real time, said radio host Buck Sexton tweeted. It's great. Highly recommended. Look at these two. Jesus. If you want to give yourself a treat, turn on MSNBC, and Coulter tweeted as results began to favor Republicans in key races. National Review critic Kyle Smith declared, every conservative I know is watching MSNBC. Yeah, for the entertainment value. Spoiled, rotten brats. And here's the amazing part. These same people that voted for Youngkin in the suburbs, especially women, they were the catalyst that put Joe Biden over the top to beat the evil Donald Trump. All of a sudden now, because they didn't agree with them in this issue of the Virginia gubernatorial race, all of a sudden now they're all racist again. And anybody who doesn't agree with us is evil. It's like a 5-year-old, and it's entertaining to watch. It's really evident MSC is pulling a bit ahead in the election meltdown, still waiting for a return to some of CNN's more loyal viewers. The late night returns, but Joy Reid looks to be pulling away early. It's too close to call, though. Meghan McCain said, MSNBC is on nothing short of an emotional journey to Narnia. I like that. I like Meghan. I don't agree with her on everything, but I like Meghan. While conservatives don't typically watch the liberal network, NBC brass will presumably take the additional viewers. MSNBC finished October with the lowest rated month among the advertiser-coveted demographic of 25 to 54 since October 2015, 6 years ago. And that was just before Donald Trump announced he was going to run for president. That was their lowest besides now, and Trump's gone again. What does that tell you? I'll tell you the truth, all these networks should cut Trump huge checks. He saved all their butts. It was also MSC's worst month among the demo with the primetime hours 8 to 11 since December 2015, again proving my point. Conservatives might have briefly helped the struggling network attract viewers, but they didn't exactly like what they saw. MSNBC election night co-hosts made it clear that they were pessimistic about their chances as they instead continued to lie about gubernatorial candidate Glenn Youngkin, his voters, and Republicans writ large by calling them dangerous human beings to our national security. And racist and fleece, peddling lies about critical race theory, Newsbuster managing editor Chris Hoke wrote. Hoke shared several clips of MSNBC hosts throughout the night, including the moment the left-wing network bailed on gubernatorial races to show Eric Adams' New York City mayoral victory speech. That's how you know it's been a really bad night for liberals, Hoke wrote. Hoke also shared a clip of Wallace claiming Youngkin's success was built on lies and noted he didn't seem to care about women of color winning key races. No, because they were Republicans. First black lieutenant governor in the history of the state of the Commonwealth of Virginia. An immigrant who fulfilled her portion of the American dream. They're not interested in that. They're interested in divisiveness, dividing all of us. That brings us together. They're not interested. All the people on MSNBC convincing themselves that all of these Virginia voters who voted for Biden a year ago are idiots, racists, and or dupes is pretty wild. Yeah, it's just amazing. Oh, wait a minute. You don't agree with me. You must be a moron. You must be a racist. You must be this. You must be that. It's absolutely ridiculous and comical. I hope someone makes a compilation of the MSNBC and CNN meltdowns going on right now over Youngkin's victory. Oh, believe me, they will. Oh, believe me, they will. I'm delighted. So let's just see a few clips. Some short clips. Maybe I'll comment concerning the 5-year-old pulling a temper tantrum. Let's just watch a short couple of clips here just to show you how clueless and ridiculous these people are. Now, I'm not sure if they actually believe this crap or they're just throwing meat to their base, their viewers, which is getting smaller and smaller number every day, right? As of this moment in MSNBC, their ratings are the lowest they've been since 2015. We all know 2015 was when the beginning of the end of the year was Trump's announcement for president. And it saved all their butts. He made them hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars in ad revenue with clicks and ratings and advertisement. I think they owe him a check, but let's just listen to the meltdown of these morons. It's amazing. It really is. It's crazy.
The enduring power of the culture wars, and the Republicans are better at playing this game because it's essentially white identity politics.
Are you crazy? Are you crazy? The Republicans are better at playing at the culture war? You control everything. You progressive morons control all the mainstream media. Well, 95% of it anyway. All of Hollywood, all of social media. You control everything. Your progressive morons are now control the Oval Office in the White House, the House of Representatives, and for all intents and purposes, it's basically a tie in the Senate. You control it all. And you're saying the Republicans are better at it? That's encouraging, actually, if that's true. What you don't like is, in a way, they didn't do it underhandedly, the Republicans, but they're playing to the people. When I say playing, they're going to issues that they care about. These people are so clueless, is amazing.
That works for Republicans.
Education, right, which is code for white parents don't like the idea of teaching about race.
Baloney. I've seen plenty of clips from school board meetings, especially in Loudoun County in Virginia. Non-white parents say, we don't want you teaching our children to dislike each other based on race. Oh, we don't teach CRT. Well, technically that's true. But they're teaching the fundamental principles of it in first, kindergarten, and some places preschool. It's crazy. You know how she put her quotation marks, education. These people are nuts.
These guys have invented a boogeyman about a form of racial hierarchy that you've fantasized into existence that isn't actually taught in schools.
Anything that makes a white parent uncomfortable is critical race theory.
The way
Anything that makes you uncomfortable is critical race theory. No, the fundamental principles of critical race theory are what makes them uncomfortable. These people are nuts. Actually, in a way, I'm encouraged. Because if the 45% of the American public will vote for these morons, the progressives, no matter what. What I'm encouraged about is elected officials, i.e. at the state and federal level, that believe like these morons. That means they're doomed. They're not going to change. It's somebody else's fault. You don't agree with us, so you're the bad guy. We're the good guys fighting evil. It's insane.
that Youngkin harped on race so much as his closing message is potentially motivating to black voters and to anti-racist voters.
He's found a way to launder a pretty racist trope, this idea that we cannot talk about America's history because it hurts my feelings.
No, we talk about American history all the time. In fact, I love reading about American history. No one's denying the fact that there was slavery. No one's denying the fact that blacks were treated badly from post-Civil War all the way through the late 1960s and a little bit beyond. We elected a black president twice. Nobody's hiding anything. Well, critical race theory is a college course taught, but the fundamentals of it are taught to little kids. And that's the con. That's the con. Nobody's hiding history. Nobody's hiding crappy things that people did to each other. The only difference is a lot of people in this country that are white are saying, wait a minute, why the hell should I have to pay for what my great-great-great-grandfather did? What the hell's got to do with me? And the answer is nothing.
He's turned that into a campaign.
When this election is over in Virginia, we will know, have we seen the emergence of the Delta variant of Trumpism? Youngkin.
The Delta variant of Trumpism. This guy's nuts. But it's very clever, though. I'll give him that. He must have had a staff that came up with that, or a staff member. That's very clever. It's the same disease, just a different strain. This is a gentleman, by the way, Governor-elect Youngkin, that has a black lieutenant governor from Jamaica. You moron.
Same disease, but spreads a lot faster and can get a lot more places.
You have to be willing to vocalize that these Republicans are dangerous.
They're dangerous. No, they're dangerous to you and the way you think. Because we're on this righteous war against evil, and they're evil. No, you're the moron. You're out of the mainstream. And soon, all your stations will be collapsed into ashes, and nobody will be happier than I.
When this election is over in Virginia, we will know, have we seen the emergence of the Delta variant of Trumpism?
I'll show this clip again because I can't believe how crazy this is. Well, let's listen on. There's, by the way, on the left is Obama's former campaign manager. Look at him like, are you effing stupid? He's trying to keep a straight face the best he can. But it looks like he has this terrible stomach pain or heartburn. He's trying to hold it in. He's looking at him like, what? You idiot.
Same disease, but spreads a lot faster and can get a lot more places.
The exit polls showed that which was interesting, that the coronavirus, or that the virus, was a very
low
was not importance to many of the voters
which
there.
was fast.
Yeah, because it's over. Should we still be cautious? Should we still do the things people that want to get vaccinated should get vaccinated? Yeah. By the way, the vaccinations all came under the Trump administration. You leave that part out. But I digress. It's lower on the list because it's starting to fade away. It's not gone yet by any means. and everything can go back to 100% normal, but people are tired of being locked up illegally.
Was education,
Right.
which is code for white parents don't like the idea of teaching about race.
He flew an insurrection flag at his rallies.
He meaning Youngkin. That's probably a Gadsden flag, I would guess. I had a Gadsden flag hung in front of my store all the time. Big one. It's not an insurrection flag, you idiot. And she's the Republican of the group, Nicole Wallace. Sold out. What do you call a person, a female especially, that sells out for money? I'll just leave it at that. And they probably given her a crap load. She's an old neocon that stuck in the past. The Uniparty people. And Donald Trump came along, and she didn't like it. She used to work for Bush, if I'm not mistaken, Junior W.
He played dumb about a Zoom rally. He did not really put much distance between himself and Donald Trump on the big lie or the deadly insurrection.
The big lie and the deadly insurrection. What is he supposed to do? He got the endorsement from the former president. What are you supposed to say? I think you're a scumbag. I'm not taking it. What are you, stupid? The deadly insurrection. The only person that died was at the hands of a police officer. Cut the crap before we all drowned in it.
It's the announcement that Joe Biden will not be happy to hear, and it also shows how incredibly divided this country is.
Yeah, how divided we are because of morons like you guys. Because of morons like you guys. I'm delighted they're still clueless. And so are a lot of the Democrats in the House of Representatives and the Senate. I'm glad they live in this bubble. Because when this comes crashing down around them, no one will be happier than I. And until next time, folks, goodbye and good luck.